Hey everyone, this is Eva over in Academic Advising at Central Texas College. Wanted to say hey, welcome, and hope y'all are having a great month. It's the end of the semester, so if you took spring classes, hopefully those have wrapped up well, and you are getting ready for summer and then of course fall. So we wanted to give you some information today about what you are going to maybe be doing coming up after you finish your degree at CTC. So we've got Texas A&M Central Texas here. They're going to be speaking after I finish about the transfer process to their university. And I've got myself and I've got Kim Barrett, who's here as our transfer advisor. So if you ever have any transfer questions with CTC, any academic advisor can help you with that. But I know sometimes as you're going through your program, the thought is, what's next? What are we doing? And where can I get this information and help? So basically, you can get it from either one of us. You can get it from our side. We've got a lot of great information and resources and tools for you. And then, of course, you can always reach out to whatever college you're going to. And as our partner college right down the road, we think Texas A&M is a wonderful choice for our students. So I want to give you some information about advising, how to connect with us, and go over some career information with you. And then I'm going to turn it over to A&M. So let me go ahead and get started here. So our contact information and these links and information, phone number will be coming through in the comment section on Facebook. But we've got our information of how you can connect with us. So you can email, you can call, you can chat with us on the computer during our business hours through the live chat link. And then you can also schedule an appointment, which you can do that at your convenience, either virtually, so you stay at home for your appointment, but you get to connect with an advisor face-to-face, or whether you come on campus and meet with an advisor on campus. So there's both options when you go to schedule an appointment. So we always want you guys to know how to reach us. And so as you're going through this process and you're in the middle of your program with CTC, it never hurts to check in with your advisor and make sure your degree is on track and that you're tracking towards what you plan to do in the future. And we know the goal is to finish a degree. The goal is to either get a job in the career field or to transfer to a four-year college, or maybe to do both. But sometimes things come up along the way, and you may have started in a program and your goals change. So as you're going through the process, if that ever happens and you need to discuss a degree plan change, that information on the prior slide, and that's coming through in the chat comments. That information is how you get in contact with us. But these are some of the things you might want to ask yourself as you're contemplating a possible degree plan change. So, of course, there's some questions for yourself, and then you can ask questions of your advisor, get those assists and resources that we have. But ask yourself, how is this going to affect my funding source? Are you using financial aid? Are you a veteran using GI Bill? So if you don't know the answer to that question, if you plan to change your degree plan, then you might want to talk to your advisor. They can give you some information from our side, and then a referral over to an office here at CTC based on whatever funding source you're using. And then think about your career goals as you're going through a degree change, if that's one of the things you're doing, that you make sure that what you're changing to aligns with what you eventually want to do in as a job and going forward. And as I mentioned, is this transferring to your four-year college? So, you want to make sure the degree program aligns. We have some wonderful programs at A&M that directly align to the two-year programs that CTC offers. So if you've been tuning into our Transfer Thursdays over the past few weeks, you might have noticed we were going through them as degree clusters. So we did, a health science, we did STEM, etc. So a lot of our programs at CTC will transfer to a four-year college, and we have some great alignment with A&M. They work, those folks at that college work diligently to make sure that it can be a seamless transfer process from our programs. So kudos to them. But if you did decide to change your program and you're still with CTC, I just wanted to let you know this is where you can tell us. You don't have to come in or make an appointment to do so. You can email us. But if you have questions and you want to make an appointment, you can. But make sure you tell us that you want that change made so we can get that made in your record. But one of the questions I ask here is, what are the career goals? And sometimes the answer to that is, I don't know. So I wanted to tell you about an office at CTC that a good friend of mine, Keisha Holman, runs. and that's our career services office. And so they are there for any current, past CTC student. If you've ever been a student at CTC, you can use their services, and they offer a variety of them throughout throughout your career here. You may have already used them for one or two things. I wanted to give you the information of what they offer, which is you know, career assessments. They'll help you do a resume. They'll help you fill out a job application. They'll help you do a mock interview so you get comfortable with that process. So they offer wonderful resources. And one of the best ones they offer is the My Plan. So that online career assessment, that's referring to something called My Plan. And so Kim, if you don't mind, while we're doing this, if you'll go get the link to the Career Center and add that in the chat for us to put into the Facebook comments, that would be great. But I wanted you guys to know about this because it ties in so closely with transferring on, that you have a plan for what you're going to do, and you know, what degree would align with that. So my next slide is about My Plan. So My Plan is a free resource. We pay the license fee for this program, and any student can use it. And it's a career assessment. And so it's got 4 distinct sections, and you ask these questions. And it's going to ask you questions about your personality. It's going to do an interest inventory. And these are doing things, it's learning about who you are. It's learning about what you like to do, where you're proficient, what skills are you most proficient in, and then what are your values, what's important to you. And it compiles that together and gives you a recommendation for a career. And so it's going to give you quite a robust, detailed plan. And that's something, once you've done the assessment, you can set up an appointment with the Career Center, and they can review and go over that career plan with you. And if you're not sure what it means, you can ask questions. There might be parts that need a little more detail, but it gives you access to that information, which about yourself is always good to know. And it's good to kind of get it from an objective standpoint if you're not exactly sure what the next step will be. And finding out what the next step in your career will be can help you make that decision about what 4-year program you're going to pursue. Okay, so the other thing that this provides is some database. So it helps you connect those career plans to the degrees and where you can get them. It gives you resources for financial aid, and it gives you a career database so that you learn about what's required if I go into, you know, XYZ career field. What are the education requirements? What does a typical job description look like? And what's the outlook for that career? That's always something you want to know. What's the outlook, so that you know how much money can I potentially make if I go into this field over another. So those are some of the things that that we wanted to make sure you connect with as you are going through this transfer process. Because it's not just, okay, I'm ready to go and I'm going to pick, you know, I'm going to do a bachelor's in art or science or whatever. Sometimes you've got to make sure you really narrow it down into that career. So having these resources can help you do that as you're working through our side and taking our courses, and then working towards transferring to a 4-year college. As you're going through, a lot of the classes you're going to take with CTC are going to be in that core area. You're going to be taking courses that are what the state considers basic curriculum. So English, history, government, math, those are going to be needed in your 4-year degree. And so we're going to offer those for you. So as you're going through the process, you know, those kind of classes are going to remain the same, but even at CTC, you can still focus towards what you're going to go through. As I mentioned before, those career clusters, you can help make sure you align with what Texas A&M University can offer you here in Central Texas. But as you're going through the process, I always want to make sure, if you guys are registering for the next set of classes, that you know where you can go. So our email accounts, our phone number, our live chat and appointment link again, which we've already put out there. But we've got lots of resources. You can email registration.help as well if you're having a prereq block for a class. But if you're trying to get registered for the summer, make sure you let us know if we can do anything to help you. And if you have any questions about your classes that you're going to take this semester or next, and aligning them to your eventual plan at A&M, then we can definitely help make sure you've got a track going and talk to you about that, and then you can hopefully have a seamless transfer. That's my presentation. I just want you guys to know that you've got that resource here at CTC to help you plan, track, and complete a degree, and then move on into a four-year program. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to turn it over to our folks over at A&M Central Texas to get started on their side. Take it away.
Great. Thank you so much, Eva. That's really great information. And yeah, my name is Natisha Johnson. I'm admissions counselor here at Texas A&M Central Texas. I also have my assistant director, Allie Math, here with me as well. Just want to make sure we're all good. You guys can now see my screen.
Yes, we sure can. Thank you.
Just wanted to make sure of that. Today, I'll be talking to you all about who we are, our application process, paying for college, and the next steps for transitioning here. Texas A&M University, Central Texas, is an upper level university. We provide junior and senior level courses that are specific to your major for obtaining your bachelor's degree. All of our students are transfer students from their lower level college or community college or from another university. We are 48% military affiliated, which goes hand in hand with our location here in Killeen, Texas, right outside of the gates of Fort Hood. So we do draw a large military population. We have an outstanding military and veteran service program that is here to assist our veteran population. We have a 15-to-1 student faculty ratio. So basically that means our class sizes are small. This provides a unique learning environment with smaller classes, which gives students more accessibility to their faculty. That'll allow them to assist the students in their studies while attending here. You will know your faculty and they will know you. They'll also know your goals and what it is that you're hoping to do once you graduate from the university. We currently have a little over 2,400 students attending. So again, we are a smaller institution, but we can help you customize and individualize your education experience, allowing you to be successful once you graduate. We have 93 full-time faculty staffs, which are experts in their field of study, which allows them to have a great connection with the local Central Texas area. They can assist you with internships and making some connections with assisting in finding job opportunities later on. We currently have 30 undergraduate degree programs, in which 12 of them can be completed 100% online. As you can see, it's a list of our degree programs that we offer. And just take note that the ones with the asterisks by them are the programs that I mentioned that we offer 100% online. As a upper level university, like Eva was mentioning, we really focus on transfer students. We have a good number of transfer resources available to you to make that transfer experience as smooth as possible. We do have a great new program. It's called Transfer Central. This program is a free program. It allows members to receive a member access card, personalized official degree plan that we want to be updated every term. So we need those official transcripts so that we can be able to process that for you. But you'll also receive a university email that will you'll receive information about the university from. It'll give you different invitations to our special events. Members will also receive priority class registration, and you'll be assigned an admissions counselor like myself, and be eligible to work with financial aid consultations as well prior to being admitted into the university. So now I just want to talk about the application process. Again, we are a regional institution and we pride ourselves in providing quality and affordable education to everyone in the Central Texas area. So if you meet these admissions requirements, you will be admitted into the university. The first thing you would need to have is a minimum 2.0 transfer GPA. You would have to have completed at least 30 academic transfer hours and be eligible to return to any previously attended institutions. If you are pursuing an applied science or aviation science degree, you can possibly substitute some workforce credits to replace some of those academic hours. The application process is fairly simple. The first thing you would have to do is submit your application to applytexas.org, pay an application fee through Apply Texas website or through our website or in person here at the campus. And then lastly, we require all official transcripts for previously attended institutions. Once we received all of those items, it takes about 5 to 7 business days for us to process your application, and then we'll be able to render an admissions decision. Paying for college. We all know that paying for college is on a lot of people's minds, especially when you're starting to explore continuing your education. We are the second most affordable public university in the state of Texas. We're able to do so by offering 2 different programs. The first one is Warrior Guarantee. This is a guaranteed tuition and fee plan that allows our students to lock in their tuition rate for a specific number of consecutive semesters. This will lock in the tuition rate from when you start with A&M Central Texas, and you can budget and plan basically your future semesters without worrying about increased overall costs. And then the second is Bachelor Bonus. This is a really cool program. It basically caps off your mandatory fees and tuition for undergraduates at a 12 semester credit hour. In other words, if you're wanting to take more than the 12 semester credit hours in a semester, say maybe 15, you would be charged the institution and mandatory fees that would equal that 12. So basically this program allows students to save money and complete their degree faster. Financial aid. Financial aid is another option that is available to you. The first thing you would need to do is submit your FAFSA, your financial aid application to FAFSA.gov. Once you've completed your application, you'll be able to find out what you're eligible for, and then our financial aid advisors will be assigned to you and assist you with financial aid opportunities that are available to you. We do have over 30 institutional scholarships. Scholarships opportunities are available every semester. So unlike other institutions, you may be able to apply once. With us, you can apply every semester for that same scholarship. There's one easy application, and the requirements and deadlines are posted on the university website. You must create a FAFSA as part of that application process. So what's next? Basically, it would just be to get in touch with us. You can call and text us, or you can email us at recruiting@tamuct.edu. We are currently accepting applications still for summer and our fall classes as well. So definitely reach out to us if you're needing help with the application process. Just need some advising, we can get that scheduled for you. Any additional information, we would be happy to assist you with that. Holly, did you have anything that you wanted to add?
No, I don't think so. I think you covered everything But like you said, we're still accepting those applications for summer and fall. Our summer semester starts June 7th. So it is coming up pretty quickly. So if you apply within the next week or so, our priority deadline is May 21st. So if you get your application and materials into us by May 21st, we can guarantee that you will get an admission decision in time to start that summer semester. So get those materials into us, and we also are accepting our applications for fall semester for another few months, so you can get started then at that time as well. But we are here and ready to answer any of your questions that you might have, and assist you through that process, because we love working with CTC, and the students that come from CTC are fantastic, and we want to be here to help you all continue your education and finish up that 4-year degree. We're just down the road and are excited to work with anyone that is finishing up at CTC.
Definitely.
That's wonderful. We have a lot of students who just graduated last week, so hopefully y'all are getting some of those ready to go. Maybe they might take a break for the summer and then come in the fall, or they might be coming for the summer. But I'd like to ask a question of Natisha, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I thought of something while you were talking about the bachelor's bonus. Is that something that applies to every semester, spring, summer, fall, or is it just only a fall, spring? That program?
So it's for fall and spring. And Allie, does it apply for summer as well? I can't.
Yes, it would apply for summer as well if a student chose to take more than 12 credit hours. That it might be a lot to take 12 credit hours in the summer, but if they did choose to do that, that would still apply during the summer term as well.
Awesome, cool. I think that's a wonderful program. There's so many new things going on right now in education. You know, I was never afforded something of that nature when I was going to school a few years ago. So I just think that's super interesting and neat that that you'll have that, because I would have taken advantage. That's just a great way to, you know, get the most for your money. So I think that's wonderful. Do you happen to have off the top of your head the deadline for fall for your applications? Like, what's the last day you can apply if you wanted to get in for your fall semester?
For fall
Do you want to take that?
I'm trying to remember the deadline per se. I know that they have until the first week of school, which is August 23rd, to register. But Allie, I'm trying to remember when that deadline is.
So our priority deadline for the fall semester is August 13th. In order to get all your materials in and guarantee that we will make an admission decision by the time classes start. If people are still getting things in after that, there is still a chance that they would be able to be admitted up through the time that late registration ends. But that priority deadline to ensure that you receive that admission decision is August 13th.
So everybody's got 2 months. You've got 2 months to get this in. If you're trying to start in the fall, there's no reason why you can't do that. To go to such a quality institution, get started. They've got a lot of great resources to help you. So that is amazing. And one thing I wanted to throw out there while we're talking is we've been doing these sessions, as I mentioned previously, for several weeks now, and we did group them by career clusters. All of those previous sessions were recorded and are now living on the CTC YouTube channel. So if anybody is like, I wonder what they said about, you know, a health science program, you can go look at that on YouTube and check that out. Or of course, you can always contact A&M. I'm sure they'd be happy to answer your questions. But just wanted to put that kind of plug out there that these do live as a recording on our YouTube channel. So
great, thank you.
Absolutely. Let me check our chats real quick and make sure we don't have anything coming in, but I think we're good. So Kim, do you have any questions, or Allie or Natisha, do you have any?
I just add one other thing. We put the link out there for Transfer Central. So even if you aren't ready to transfer at this point, sign up for Transfer Central, because that's going to be a tool and resource there for us to connect with you. And make sure you're taking classes at CTC that are going to go towards whatever that proposed degree plan is at A&M Central Texas. That way you're maximizing your time at CTC and knowing that it's going to go and transfer over seamlessly to A&M Central Texas. program really is a resource here for you to utilize from the first semester that you start at CTC. That way you're also able to get connected with A&M and know that you're going to be able to come over seamlessly. There's not going to be any challenges in that process. We want to make it as positive and good of an experience as possible for you to finish up your associates and then come over to A&M Central Texas.
That is a great point, because, we could have students in that situation who, they're not ready to apply yet. They're not ready to put in that application fee, but they want to make sure that they're tracking. And so that's a wonderful program. And remember, guys, she said it's free.
It's free.
Transfer.
It's free, and there's a lot of benefits. I mean, you'll be able to access all of our facilities on campus, so you can come over and check out our library, study over there if you want to. If you're looking for a place to study, you can come to some of our campus events. You'll be invited. You'll receive a monthly email from us with events that are happening on the campus that you're invited to. That way you start to get to know other students on the campus too before you even arrive here as well. But the real highlight, in my opinion, is the priority class registration. So you know that you're going to be able to be first in line to register for classes when you are ready to start at A&M Central Texas, which is a huge plus, because
then you get what you want.
Yes, exactly. You get what you want.
That's wonderful.
Great. Definitely, Allie.
Good. Well, I don't think Natisha, do you have anything else?
No, thank you for, circling back to Transfer Central, because we definitely want to address the audience who's viewing and really just curious about more information about the university. So I agree with what you said with that as well. And then the events, I think that's one of my favorite parts of the program too, because you kind of get to even interact with some of our current students also. So yes, definitely check.
Yeah, for sure. Thank y'all so much for doing this. This is kind of a little bit emotional. It's our last Transfer Thursday for this semester. So I just want to tell y'all, thank y'all again for doing this, putting it together, getting this information to our students. It's a wonderful resource. So I just really, really appreciate what all y'all put into this. And I know there have been students who've gotten great information. So thank you.
Thank you so much for having us. We really appreciate it, especially taking the time and just working with us.
Absolutely. Well, we'll sign out for now. Bye.
Bye.